Morning, everyone. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Good morning. It's Rita from Miss Rita to the rescue. Hey, where you going with that? No, 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 no. Oh my goodness, this teddy bear, he's a thief. He's a thief. He tried to walk away twice with this, with my Cricut personal trimmer. Doesn't he know that's like my favorite thing in the world? Almost. Well, my true control knife maybe is more. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hi, everyone. Hi, Shirley. Hi, Barbara. Who else is on? Loretta, Elizabeth, Louise, Dawn, Jamie, and yes, me, Miss Rita. Oh, it's frosty and dark in Prince Edward Island. Dot. Oh, I want to go there so bad. I have to get my passport in order. I had this conversation once with Dawn because she said, come to Canada," and I'm like, "Yeah, I would love to, but I have to get my passport thing in order, and it means changing my name, and it's a big long thing." Anyway, good morning to everyone. This is Rita from Miss Rita to the Rescue, and you are here for today's Cricut Chat, which is an exciting 3-layer vinyl card decal that we're going to do that says vote because, well, we've got voting coming up, and I thought it would be a fun way to use an image that I like from our friends Rob and Bob over at Rob and Bob Studios, and also to show you smart vinyl. That was another thing. I want to show you smart vinyl, and also to show you how to layer this image because it is rather it was rather confusing to me, and so I wanted to show you how I do this. Hi, Delia. How are you, honey? There's Elizabeth. Hello, hello. Welcome to all my friends. I'm so glad to see you all. Okay, let's get started. First, I want to just mention that this project is available in Cricut Design Space. And if you haven't already joined the Cricut community, you need to, and you need to follow me because every Friday on our show, I will be picking one winner that of people that follow me on Cricut Design Space in the community. And each winner will receive a Cricut cutie of my choosing, the color of my choosing. I have a big box of them, and I'm going to select a winner every Friday. But you can only win if you are following me in the community. And so this is the community. This is actually what I'm showing you right now is the image, the project for me under my community page. My community profile is listed as Miss Rita to the Rescue. And if you click on it, and you're not me, because you have, I'm me, so it's going to show me my my profile, right? So you see here it says 1,048 followers. Hooray! Hooray! We hit the 1,000 mark. And I wanted to thank my most recent followers, Nancy, Rafaela, beautiful name, Donna, Tabitha, Deirdre, Rhonda, Janet, and Linda and Christine. All of you recently added to my followers list, and I am following you right back. If you follow me, I will follow you back. And you will also get to see all of my projects. Now, this is all free, guys. This is all free. So you got to learn how to do it, and come and join me in this fun rabbit hole called Cricut Community. It's really a lot of fun. And so I have here in this 536 projects that I've shared. I have more that I want to share, but I need to populate them with the description. So I wanted to show you this, what I did to edit my project details because I think this is something that people don't know how to do too well. So here we go. I have created this design and I've made it public. I do that by turning this on. And then if I want to add a description, because yes, you do, and you want to add an image, because yes, you do, you would edit the project details right here, edit project details. Now you can go ahead and use this little plus sign and add a photo, which I did take a photo of this. So I'm going to go to my photos. My photos are kind of a mess, but here it is. And I'm going to just hit open and it should post my photo. Although there seems to be a little bit of a weird thing here. So I'm going to hit save and post my photo, but I could also add description and tags, which I have done. I have a description that will say where you can find the description of these videos or, these projects. Okay. So I don't know why this is doing this, but I tried to add a photo here and it didn't really work. So, that might be a glitch. Okay, we're just going to have to cancel out of here. Close without saving. So let's do this project. Let's hit customize and we will have a look at this project. It's fairly simple, but putting it together is a little bit difficult, like as far as putting the layers together. So that's what I wanted to go over this morning. But where did I get this image? So easy to find out where somebody got an image just by clicking on this, their name, the name of it, right? And it will say down here, images and fonts used in this project. So you see here, there is a hashtag with a number and it is clickable. So I'm going to click on that and it will bring me to that image. And then at that image, if I click on the triple dots, I can view the image set. And that's how I know that it came from Rob and Bob. And it is part of a group of images called Rob and Bob Infusible Ink Blank Designs. So here they are. And I saw this vote one and I thought this is perfect. So I'm going to click on that and add it to my canvas. So when you see it coming onto my canvas, you see it does not have a background. So when this, I'm going to just hide this one. So when this gets cut out, it will be cut out in two different mats. There'll be a red mat and a blue mat. Okay. But I think it's going to be difficult to put this together like on, if you're going to put this, say, on your car, it would mean, and you want, let's say you wanted to give this to somebody to put it on their car, and trying to explain to them how to put it together could be rather difficult. So what I decided to do before I cut this out was to add an offset layer. So I have it selected and I've chosen offset at 0.25 inches. And it is on the rounded corner and it says weld offsets, and then I hit apply. Now it comes in black. I want to change it to white, but before I do that, I need to clean up this offset. So this offset has a lot of contours in it that I don't want. So I need to go down here to contour and I need to hide all contours. And that way I only get the outline of it. So just so you can see, this is what it's going to look like. Now I'm going to change it to white because it's red, white, and blue, right? So if I change it to white, we have it there. And then it will cut out on 3 colors. However, it will be a lot easier for us to do, to put together. So if we wanted to, say, send it in the mail, which I have a few that I can send in the mail this morning. So let's have Loretta pick 3. And if you're on Facebook, tell me that you want to win this and I will look. I will look. Okay. All right. So I'm going to change this to about 5 inches wide because that is going to be a good size. It's like right here, it's like 5.5 inches wide. And so when I go to hit make it, because I'm using smart vinyl, I am going to change my material load type to without the mat. You can see. And I'm actually going to, let's say we cut out 2 of these. So this is the material load type without matte. And I'm going to do this all for all 3 colors without matte. You see that? So this is the way they're going to cut out. And I just want to move this over. And then we're all set to cut out. This is going to be an easy project to cut out. It's putting it together that is going to be a little bit difficult. I'm going to browse all materials and I am choosing under compatible. I'm going to choose smart vinyl permanent, which is what I'm using. And then I am going to choose more pressure because that's what I do. And we're going to put in each color. Now we're going to put it in the white and I'll show you how this cuts out. We'll do white and then we'll do the red. And so sorry about the shadows this morning. This happens all the time in the fall for me. Okay, so this is smart vinyl permanent in white. And we're going to place that in there underneath the little guides here. And we're going to cut the white first, then we'll cut the red, and then we'll cut the blue, and then we'll do our thing. We'll do our the rest of it once we get it all cut out. So here we go. There's the white. And meantime, I have my red and my blue, so I got that ready. I'm also going to need some transfer tape, and I will need a burnishing tool and a weeding tool. So that's kind of all you need. Maybe a pair of scissors, and that's really all you're going to need for this project. Look how fast it goes. Yikes, so fast. So cool, right? The only thing I don't like about this smart vinyl or any Cricut vinyl is that the white doesn't have, it's very difficult to see where it's cut. So you have to be very careful. So as long as you can, you're just going to cut this like this, right straight across. Let's put that aside. Now it's time for the red. So we'll put the red in. There we go. So, wow, it's been a short week for me this week. I did get a couple of shipments in from Cricut and Michael's today. The last couple of days of things I ordered, and so I have a lot on my mind as far as projects go. And so it's been hard for me to decide what I'm going to do, which project I'm going to do. And so there's that. I'm going to also, while I'm doing this, I'm going to cut off a piece of the transfer tape off of my big roll of transfer tape. I buy the transfer tape in huge rolls, and they're on sale now at Cricut. Trying to think if they're in the bulk section or the Cricut. I think they're in the bulk section. We'll have to check that out. So it's doing our red, and then we're going to put our blue in. This is so easy and fun. Thank you. Thank you for liking. Yay. Thank you, April. Hey, April, how are you, honey? Oh, it's so good to see you. Yeah, right. So Shelley Hetherington, our friend in Acton, Massachusetts, is talking about how wonderful the removable and the permanent vinyl is for Cricut. So you shouldn't worry about putting these on your car. First of all, we talked about this yesterday with the release of the new mystery box. is that the thing that's different about removable, that it's a little hard to explain, but the removable is guaranteed not to leave a residue, okay? But it will last a very long time. Now, I've only tested it for like 3 years because that's all I've ever had my cars for. I lease them in 3-year increments. So that's all I've ever, but I've put, whenever I get my new cars, I put like decals on the windows, and I've had the same one on my window for, what's it been, 2.5 years now, and it looks brand new. um and I'm not even sure, I don't even think it's permanent, it might be removable, but I did one that says "You've got this, girl," in my favorite color, mint. And so I'm going to put on the other side, I'm going to put this vote sticker, because it's really important to remind everybody that voting is coming up, and even though it's the midterm elections, we all should vote. We all should vote. I'm not going to tell you who to vote for. Just get out there and exercise your constitutional duty and privilege by voting. And this will hopefully remind people, get out there and vote. Every vote matters. Every vote matters. 6 years. You sold the car, April. April had it for 6 years, and she sold the car, so she had to remove it. That is fabulous. So much fun. Yes, vote, vote, vote. Anyway, so we're almost done with cutting this out. So let's finish this up. We'll just take this off, and I'm just going to cut it across here. Here we go. You know what happens to me? Like I have all these projects that I work on ahead of time, and then I like kind of forget about them, and then when it comes time to deciding what I'm going to do, I have to scroll through all my projects to go, "Oh yeah, I totally forgot." And this was one of those projects. So all I'm doing here, and this is what I mean about the white, it's a little bit difficult to see. But all I'm doing here is cutting these in two, because I made 2 of them, okay? And let's change this so you can see. So I'm going to take my weeding tool, and here's the blue one, and I'm pressing down on this because sometimes it makes it easier to see. And then I'm just going to take the corner and take this part off. Look how easy that is. Let's do the same with the blue, and we can get 2 of these done while we're talking. So good news, my mom is doing much, much better. She had a little bit of a difficult time after the COVID, but she is doing much better now. And she was up this morning bright and early and walking around. She's walking around without a cane, which is lovely. So happy for her for that, because she was really not doing well before we left. Teresa and I, my sister Teresa and I, were worried that she wasn't going to be able to enjoy herself, but she did. She enjoyed herself. She got to see everybody, and it was the first time that we were together as a family and in 4 years. Which is great. So, I mean, it was a great opportunity, and I have to thank my sister for putting that together. She's really good. Now, this is kind of fun to weed. I'm just gonna take and put my stars right on my hand like this, because I don't want to have to pick everything off. So here we go. This is fun, isn't it? I'm sure I can find a use for all of these little stars too. Oops, there's that one. Or I could just walk around all day with this stuff stuck on me. Has this ever happened to you where you are out in public and you're wearing something? I do it all the time. In fact, people are always picking things off of me. And I'm like, yeah, I'm a mess. That's what I just say. I'm a mess. So that's that. I'm a mess. So on the red there you have all these stars. Whoops. This one. Whoop. This one is jumping around. What are you doing? And here we go. Yep. And on the blue, there are stars on the letters up here. They're smaller stars. So let's go ahead. Whoop, all my stars are getting everywhere. Yikes. So for those of you that are going to correct me, like I didn't weed it correctly, there is not one on the other part of the V, even though there's two lines. So I am correctly doing this. But for those of you that the critics out there, no, I'm just kidding. I know yesterday we had the thing with the K, and yeah, and yeah. So there we go. All right, so there is the blue done, and let's do the second one here. Penny, I got your package. Thank you so much. I'm going to show that and the other stuff. You know what? I need to come up with a better system for dealing with viewer mail, because it comes in my regular mail, and then I like open it up and I want to use the stuff right away. And so I get a little bit discombobulated. Okay, so I also cut these out as well, and I want to just make sure I keep these ones separate, because I think they might be slightly different size. Yeah, let's do that separate. Okay, but I got it with the corgi socks. Thank you so much. I need socks. Oh my goodness. All right, now when you're putting this together, you are going to want to do it differently than I did this one. So this one, I put the red, wait, I put the blue down first and then the red, and I didn't match up the red. No, I did the red first and then I put the blue, and I didn't match it up correctly. So when you're going to do it, I think it should be matched up like this. Now, I did notice this morning that there were some bubbles here, and I'm going to talk about how to get rid of bubbles. But let's first just get one of these isolated. So we're going to have just one of each of these like this. And as I mentioned, this is a little hard to see, but it's going to go so that this part juts out here. Okay, so we're going to take our transfer tape and cut off a little piece. Let me clean this up a little bit. All right. Uh-oh. The guinea pigs are clamoring for food, but I fed them. Oh, sometimes they get a little bit hungry. I gave them watermelon this morning, and because we had some leftover. For some reason, everybody bought watermelons for the weekend, and I had some left over, right? And I was like, I could give this to the guinea pigs. You can't really give them too many watery foods because it's not so great for them. But when they eat it, it's hilarious because they get it all over their little mouths, and it looks like they're cannibals. It's kind of funny. All right, so I've got my transfer tape on the blue, and I am going to burnish because burnishing is so important. All right. And then I'm going to take the red piece and I'm going to remove this. Of course, I didn't burnish it all the way because I used to get so excited talking about my life. had to go to the cancer center yesterday. Everything was great. I've been having a little bit of a problem with walking, and I was talking to the doctor about it, and she said it's because I am just now starting using what's called Ibrance. I keep want to call it Vibrance. And I'm going to put this piece underneath here. I'll tell you why. So here's what I'm doing. I'm going to try to get this with just a little space in between like that. All right. And I'm going to have to use a little bit more transfer tape here. So do I have a little piece of transfer tape? Nah, I'll just use this. Yeah, so the Ibrance is like 3 weeks on, 1 week off, and that's so that your body can sort of recover, because apparently it does a number to your red blood cells. So, and this is it's a targeted medicine. Isn't it great what they have now for people? Just so great. And I don't have to do chemo, which I'm pretty excited about. And let's see, we're going to do this. So I have to do this Ibrance for like 6 months, and then they'll do all my scans over, and hopefully with that and all of our praying and positive thinking, then I will be in remission, or at the very least, it will have stopped growing. That's what the point of it is. Okay, so here we go. Do you see how I did that? So I put that on top, hopefully tried to line it up as best I could. It's off a little bit. And now I'm going to take the piece that is the offset layer. I'm going to peel this off. So now it's basically one decal because I have them together. And then I'm going to sort of get it over the white. I know the white's hard to see, but can you see what I mean about how this would be difficult to give to somebody? I suppose you could give it to them without the offset layer. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. What do you guys think? Which is easier, the offset layer or doing it like this? I don't know. Anyway, so let's go ahead and just make sure that it comes off with this piece like this. And then I will show you how it looks with this transfer tape off, because I'm not going to take you out to my car, but there you go. So if you were to put this, or you were to receive this, you would take this off of the back. Take it off the backing, apply it to your card, and then don't forget to remove the transfer tape, which is what I'm doing here. And remember, we put 2 pieces of transfer tape on there. So here we go. There's both pieces off. And ta-da! Isn't that cool? Now, you might notice that there are some bubbles here, and bubbles can be really annoying. So what I would suggest first to do is to use your fingers and sort of just kind of move those bubbles out from underneath. All it is just air trapped beneath one of the layers, but you can see it. Now, you can be like a naturalist and just put this on your car with the bubbles on there and use the sun, and the sun will remove the bubbles. Or if you don't like doing it that way, you can actually take a hair dryer and just very lightly just go over this. This will have the benefit of pulling out those bubbles, and they'll flatten. But usually sunlight does it, so you don't have to worry about the bubbles. Anyway, that is it. Let's keep going because we have a couple more to do. Oh yeah, that's a good idea, Gail, to add a little Yeah, isn't that funny? People do leave the transfer tape on. They just don't know. And so someone's saying, yeah, I kind of like the gap too. So I've done it this way and this way. It's up to you which way you want to do it. But there are still some bubbles there. And just using your fingers, you can just sort of press them out. And then again, I think that it's just from having those layers there. And if you just put this on your car and you waited a few days in the sun, it will remove those little bubbles there. So don't get all freaky. Now this one here I did wrong, so I'm not going to send that to somebody. But who is our winner today? I have to pick a Facebook winner as well, because I know you can't see those Facebook. Um, it makes a stripe. I kind of like that idea. I kind of like that idea. So let's just go ahead. I'm going to keep moving on with this. Who on Facebook wants to win this? Reply, vote. Yes, vote. How many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. So you choose 3 people, Loretta, and I'll choose 1 from Facebook. So if you are on Facebook, just reply me or vote or something like that, and I will send this out. Yay, look at, there's a couple people on YouTube. Where are my Facebook peeps? Where are my Facebook people? If you want to win this and you're on Facebook, shout out, okay? Oh, I see 3 voters. 3 people want to vote. And but okay. Hey, how about Susanna? Hi, Susanna. How are you? Let's see. How about Teresa McKinley on Facebook? Teresa McKinley on Facebook would be the winner for me. Teresa, you're a winner. Hey, speaking of winners, can I just say that I still haven't heard from, and maybe I'm like, maybe it's their fault, but the winner, maybe it's my fault, but I've checked my spam folder, and the winner of the community challenge that we did, who was the winner? Amy? Amy, I haven't heard from you. Oh, good. I'm glad to hear that, Susanna. Yeah, Amy, I haven't heard from you. Oh, sure. Okay, Teresa. Nice to see you again. All right. So, what do you think? I like the space in between. And I suppose you could just send it, if you're going to send it to somebody, you could send it like this, or you could put the background on it. So maybe on this one, I won't put the overlay, and see how that one works out. So if you were putting this on your car, this is what you would do. You put it on just like that. I kind of like that too. And I would clean it up before I sent it to somebody, which I'm going to do right here. And I love decals. I love to do car decals. I did a whole bunch when I did Haunted Happenings. And I did them from images in Design Space. I was pretty psyched about it. And there were a lot of images this year that I'm going to actually, for this one, I'm going to put a little piece of tape on the back. But I will burnish it like this. Oop, I got an extra star in there, so I got to get rid of that. So I'm just going to lift this up and take this star off, because all the stars that were hanging around. And there is another one complete. This is really satisfying, don't you think? It is satisfying, and it's fun to work with vinyl. If once you get the hang of it. Now I know there are a lot of people out there like, oh, I don't want to work with vinyl, but vinyl can be your friend. And if you're somebody who likes the what am I saying? If you're somebody who likes instant gratification. Vinyl is definitely the instant gratification that you're seeking because it doesn't have a lot of um, things to work with. But you have to be a little patient when you're getting started, right? That one will be red, clear, and blue. Okay, so this one is an incorrect one. I'm going to actually throw it away, but I saved it to show you. So this one here, I did not do a overlay, the offset layer, right? So when somebody goes to apply this, it's already burnished. So what they're going to do is they're going to remove the back like this and pretend that this is your car window. Then you would put this on like this. Then you would take this transfer tape right off. Now, remember when you're putting this on your window, you have to have a really super clean window. And there, uh, just use your whatever, your Windex or whatever, wipe it off. Make sure you get all those little bits from the paper towel, or better yet, use like a rag, microfiber kind of rag. But if you wanted to, so I'm just kind of show you, this is what it would look like without so to be clear. Okay. Um, there is another way though. If you wanted to put this on your car and you're kind of afraid of like, I don't know, I'm going to mess it up. What you can do is take a little bit of water, like in a squeegee bottle, like a spray bottle, put a little bit of water and 1 drop of like dishwashing liquid, like Dawn or something, and shake it up, spray it on, don't wipe it off, and then put this on, and it allows your vinyl sticker to sort of move around just in case you get it in the wrong spot. And then you can, once you take off the transfer tape, then you can just sort of clean it up, wipe it off, and it will stick. It's a great little trick there. So you like it? You kind of like it? Yeah, I don't know. It's either or for me. Remember, it's going to go on a car window, so I don't know. Anyway, I will send these out to our winners, but the person, there's Amy. Amy, did you send me? You won. You won, honey. Yeah, the wet method application, right? Do you do that sometimes, April? Um, so that you can do the wet math method application, and it does help if you're kind of nervous. I just stick them on because I don't know. I'm all about that wabi sabi thing. It doesn't have to be perfect. And in fact, perfect is machinery. I've always felt that way. Like when I knit something or sew something, I always try to make it seem handmade, because handmade doesn't mean cheap or anything. It means handmade. But for a long time before before crafting with a Cricut came into my life, um, it seemed like people like, oh, it looks kind of chintzy because it's handmade. But now I think everything's made by machines. I want something that's handmade and that it will have its own imperfections on it, right? All right. So there we go. You have dark windows. You prefer the white offset. Oh, yes, I agree. That's also a good idea, because the white, by having the white in the back here, it shows up. And if you had a dark window, it wouldn't show up as well. So either or, it's both kind of cool. And that is going to do it for today. Today's winners are Barbara Lanier, Kathy Mathis, Jay Lynn Craft Room, and Teresa McKinley on Facebook. You'll receive a 3-layer vote card decal with Cricut Smart Vinyl. What you have to do, Loretta is so good. Isn't she good? She sends out all this stuff on YouTube. If you're not on YouTube, you can't see all this stuff. Birthmarks. I love it, April. They're called birthmarks of love. They're not imperfections. So if you are a winner today, or if you've ever been a winner and you haven't done this, send me an email. Miss Rita to the rescue at gmail.com. Everyone should have email. If you don't have email, you can send it to me on Facebook, but I prefer email. And when you do send me an email, make sure you tell me what you won, because after the show, I don't immediately just go off and send it. I kind of pile the stuff up and then I send it off and dispatch it all in a big group. And so I did send some off last Friday, but I will be sending more off tomorrow. I seem to do it on Friday. Now, tomorrow, Friday, I think we're going to be working with the 2x2 card mat. Although I did want to show you a couple of fun things. So I don't know. I get so that I wanted to show you the 2x2 card mat and this insert card pack. So this one is called the R40. It's R40. That's the size, which means it's 4 3/4 inches, 4.75 inches by 6.6 inches. Okay. And I'm going to show you how to cut paper so that it will, you can, if you don't have this pack, you can use your 8.5 by 11 inch black cardstock. However, I would suggest that you get this card pack if you want to make tomorrow's project, because it also includes foil. Let me show you what's all in there. So it includes envelopes and foil. So we're going to be doing black cards because we're doing Halloween with this. And here are the cards. So you get 6, yep, 6 black and 6 white. So we'll save the white for something else. So we're not going to use the white, but we are going to use these gold pieces. And where is it? Here, we're going to be using this foil packet that comes with it. So I'm going to show you how to use the 2x2. Do we get gold foil? Yeah, but not a whole lot. Interesting. 1, 2. How come I didn't get a lot of gold foil? I might have to cut some gold foil. That's weird. All right, so we're going to be using this. This is called, what's it called? It has a name, I think. What is it called? R40 cards. Foil transfer insert cards, but I think it has a name. But oh, here it is. Royal Flush Sampler. Royal Flush Sampler. So it would make good cards. But we're going to use it to make Halloween cards with gold foil. And you know what? I'm not going to cut foil. I'm going to actually use my gold pen on the other ones that I don't have. And I'm going to show you how to do it with the 2x2 card mat. Now, this size card will not work for the Joy, but the technique is the same. So we will do this tomorrow. We're going to bump off at least 4, maybe 6 cards tomorrow, just by doing this with our 2x2 card mat. Okay. Hey, Bran, how are you? Oh, I hope you did buy this pack. It'd be fun. If you didn't buy the pack, I will give you instructions on how to make them, because it's listed right here. The R40 cards are 4.75 by 6.6. That's folded. And then it tells you the inserts are 4.5 by 6 1/4. And then they tell you how big the foil transfer sheets are and the envelopes. Now, I would just use a 5 by 7 inch envelope for this if you don't want to buy this pack. But I think this is kind of a fun in a box sort of project. So I wanted to sort of show you how that all works. So that's tomorrow. Okay, you guys, I think that's it. Thank you all for being my, what are you, my advocates. Is tomorrow Friday? Tomorrow's Friday, Christiana, right? Isn't tomorrow Friday? Tomorrow at Friday or tomorrow? Please don't confuse me, Christiana. Is it tomorrow Friday? Oh my goodness. All right, everyone. I made a black card and use the gold foil inside and out. So pretty. Yes, I agree. I don't have that bag, but I have all the foil. Yes, you could just make it yourself, and I'm going to show you. Yes, tomorrow's Friday. Okay. All right. Phew. You guys. Christiana, you're always throwing a wrench in the system. Blessed be. Blessed be. That's my friend Christiana, who reminds me of Elizabeth Moss in the TV program called The Handmaiden's Tale. My days are messed up, Christiana. Yes. You just came back. I did too. You're messing me up, Christiana. All right, you guys. We'll see you tomorrow. I hope you have a lovely day, whether it's cold or warm, or if it's yeah, she just got back from where'd you go, Christiana? Did you have fun? Um, so anyway, I hope you have a wonderful day today. Get some crafting in. It's so lovely to be a crafter, isn't it? There's just so much. There's just so much fun, and it just makes my day fly by, and I just love it. I am so thankful that I have the opportunity to do this for my work. I used to have to work in an office and wear suit coats and all of that stuff, and now I get to wear cardigans and play all day basically, so that's fun. Me too, me too. Oh, you went to the Outer Banks. Oh, very nice, Christiana. Oh, it's storming. Penny, perfect craft day, right? All right, everybody, I love you guys. Have a great day, and we'll see you again tomorrow at 9 o'clock for the next Cricut Chat with Miss Rita. Yeah. Awesome. All right, you guys. Bye bye.